Hey, 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 everybody. What is up? Hey, Wrestling Wisconsin. Jason, Ohio, Bryce. What's everybody doing tonight? We are back on Emerald Coast. Gaming Bus Fun. What's up? Hey, JR McCullen. We're on Emerald Coast, and this is a little bit different than your everyday Emerald Coast. Let's just look around and you'll get the first clue. Something weird's going on. Right. Aaron's been at work making this map a bit different. I'll look at some of the changes he's made. I am in Virginia, Wrestling Wisconsin. He has added alfalfa to the map. We're going to be collecting some alfalfa later. Already mowed it and got it ready for pickup. John Deere Green Power, but you know what? Like, I guess you can't see. I can't get close enough. The hat I have on isn't green. Let's go in cabin. Do a little driving like this. No GPS on this one. Now we're on Darren's multiplayer server, so I have no idea what mods he's got activated. I have no idea where he got his stuff from. Got some interesting ones, I know. Just kind of walking around and everything. But yeah. Hey Danny, what's up? Well, he's moved some stuff around. He put some rolling hills in the fields. Got rid of the sheep. I know. Added alfalfa to the map. Amongst other subtle changes. I think most of them are just subtle. As far as I know, we still have pigs and horses. Well, I don't know. As I was just saying, I don't know what trucks he has on the server. I haven't been in here for too terrible long. He likes, yeah. Will's edit is Will's version. Well, it's Will's map, but yeah. Will's version of the map is extremely nice. I just know that Darren wanted to make a little tweaks. You know, what's a map if you don't make a little tweaks to it? Here you can see some rolling hills there. That this field was flat, most part, as was this one. There's a little bit of a roll now to it. Folks are asking what changes you made. I mentioned alfalfa and sheep. It gave the fields a bit of a roll to them.
I think that's pretty much it.
You have a loading wagon or beans in?
I'll bring you to Kinsey then, but you can go get the orange grain truck if you want.
All right, okay. Been a little while since we've been streaming. I don't know how long we went. Sometime last week, I remember that much. Hey, James. Yeah, a little earlier. I want to try to start doing 9 o'clock streams. It's because 11:30 is a little late. It starts to catch up with me after a while. All right, let's go over here and find this truck. Last time it was... Here it is. Now, this is Darren's C10 he's been working on. Run into his pickup. He's in the silo.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
How much his truck holds. It's going to hold enough. And start it again. Off we go. So, what does everybody think of that Does everybody try that cowboy hat mod? Everybody think of that? Hey, country girl. I was gonna go check your stream out, but apparently I was too late. The cowboy. I thought it was interesting. I think the execution of it maybe could be a little bit more refined, but I think it was pretty. I think it was a pretty interesting. It's definitely an interesting concept. I just think maybe the execution of the implementation was a little rough. Just seemed a little odd on changing the hat style and everything. Yeah, when that came out, I was thinking, you know, I don't think it's going to be possible for a modder to create something that would allow us to change our character from the character customization screen, because that happens before you pick your mods. So it would have to be kind of universally always activated for it to take effect at the character customization screen. And possibly the only way to do that would be to actually change game files. And to that degree, you may or may not affect then your ability to do multiplayer. If there was a way, if Giants had a way to allow modders or just players in general to hook in, character changes, I think that would be an interesting side, a rather popular side thing. Hey Haggard, what's up? I just noticed that this harvester has the fill level on the post in cab.
Does it actually work?
Yeah. Like it's also down on the LCD type screen. Numbers match what the HUD says.
Pretty cool. That I just downloaded. That was from a SID or something like that. Too bad in the uploading fiasco I didn't actually bring the correct header and header trailer.
Well, there's always round two. $6,000 acres of corn. What are you planting? Hey, Jacer, what's up? We're in multiplayer. Darren's over there doing something. I don't know where he is. Hey, Will. Tag the stream as Journey to the Emerald Coast and Alternate Dimension.
That sounds very creative.
Okay. I've seen lots of farmers.
Basically, it's my nod. I know that most of the responses to the map has been pretty positive, but there's been some where, oh, it's too flat. Well, instead of crying about it, do something about it. He's made this map so you can pretty much be very creative and it'll look awesome either way you.
Oh, Braden. So, first question I have is, so it stops the game when you activate Courseplay or when you try to activate a course. Yeah, usually that argument. There's plenty of other maps out there. We're no longer in a map drought. Sure. All right, so I would say, is this any course, or is this happen to be a course?
Shouldn't be too much complaining about
where
this one because I pretty much put all my Willow River Valley and all them efforts aside for now, I've been having too much fun playing.
Is it when you try to use a course that involves an auger wagon? That would be a question I'd have. Yeah, this map kind of draws you in. Not careful. Okay, so it doesn't involve an auger wagon. Does it involve a trailer that has two fill compartments, like the Wilson or the what's that other one? That other American trailer. Okay. So you could delete the course and try setting it up again. See what that does. Wilson pace setter, and then there's the other one, the Dominator or something. Is it an in-game harvester and header, or is it a modded harvester and header? Typically, a good thing to do is if you're ever having an issue with Courseplay and you're using a modded piece of equipment, try a similar course with an in-game implement of the same type and see what it does. Sometimes things just don't work. Is it only on a specific field? Is it a mod map? Is it an in-game map? No Courseplay blue chunks on Western Australia on a very specific field. Hey Corp Nut, what's up? I saw some images that Stevie had posted about his 4X Fenton Forest work, and it looked like maybe he had put alfalfa on that. It was something that he was. It was something he was mowing, but it looked awful tall.
Yeah, I looked at it pretty close. I think it's alfalfa too, but that's kind of him really stepping out of what his norm.
Hey Kevin, what's up? Well, I think some of the 17 maps had multiple crops in it. Yeah. Now, I didn't see much texture differences between where he mowed the grass leading into that field and that alfalfa, so I'm wondering if it just doesn't make grass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, at this point in the game, it's pretty useless for normal gameplay. Like I told you, if we try to make bales with it right now, we'd have so many little errors. We'd have to start Baler like real.
Need like a custom baler, or just gives them a custom path.
Yeah, and any person that can make bales right now is me. You wouldn't even be able to see them.
Oh, so you have to edit game files, I guess.
There was a problem with something else in the last patch. Giant addressed it, but they didn't do it for the bale.
Yeah. Well, I think I found a bug with that Anderson pack. On a couple different saves, I had made some tubes of bales, and all of a sudden, whenever I'd go to exit a game that had tubes in it, I would get like this repeating Lua error that related to like achievements. something. I told Rackin about it, and wanted the game saves. That's the game save. Actually, it looks like there's a problem with the Anderson DLC. Sweet. Tell me a bug. Tyler's saying it's somebody's got alfalfa bales and clover bales, and he edited them in the map somehow. All above my
Same
knowledge.
Lynn Chaser, everybody has them, but the problem is, look very close. All they're doing is making grass. I have everything embedded in here. It's just a bale path me. Matter of fact, if you can bounce over here this tractor, I'm standing on a bale that I thought I got rid of, so you wouldn't have any problems. So if you bounce this trail and you see stand in the air,
I see it.
alright, well, I'm going to get something to fork it so we know what it is. Because the map you're using right now still has my file path to my computer on it for these bales.
Yeah, see, it's calling Emerald Coast edit bale types bale grass 240.i3d. What's calling in the log?
Yeah, that's normal. It's just that the ones for alfalfa, the fill type's been changed to alfalfa. Yeah, I try to get rid of all these bales. They're in the cow feed right now.
Tyler says 4MR modding. For Mr. Modding on Facebook. He put it in his map. It's Clover and Alfalfa Bale. Hey Raznik, what's up?
Correct. Like I said, it's totally on this map. It's just the problem we may have problems with bales. I mean, single player, I can bale all day long. I've posted many pictures of it, even with the fill type.
James, Tyler was talking about the 4MR modding map, I think. I'm sure it'll get fixed. Got the light at the end of the tunnel there, Raznik.
I keep sending them not so subtle hints to, or subtle hints to.
Got one more shift and then 11 days off. That is quite a deal.
So hopefully in the next patch,
I was over here harvesting this field and I looked over there and I saw that red barn. Is that the red barn from Modding Welt? Hey, Mondo, what's up? Yeah, the distance barn. We get lined up here. That one way over there. I have to admit, I forgot. Hey, I'd rather admit I forgot than to say, yeah, I looked it up, and then you ask me a question, and then catch me in a lie, right? Hey, Raznik, I don't know if you heard me. I was saying, got one more shift and then 11 days off. That sounds like a pretty good deal. Hey, concerned buyer, what's up? Yeah, Raznik, we're on Darren's edit. I don't know if you've seen his edit yet. I think the tectonic plates have shifted a little bit, and well, the ground has some heaves. Like there was a hard frost. Black Bolt, this is a standard size map. You know what? You know what we could do, or you know what you could do, Raznik? I just had this thought with the with that Homer free DLC coming out on what, the 16th. You could maybe do a little talking tractors research, and then shoot a video out right after that launches, and that'd be kind of interesting. Swing back around and catch this little bit. Now the 14th. Huh. Thought it was earlier than that or later than that. Maybe they changed it.
Hey, I have this tractor over here by his truck with bales stuck in it, so we can jump in it and see what the fill type is to you. It's some, whatever it is, you can feed it to the cattle.
This is Alfalfa.
It's awesome. I'm lost for words. I don't know how it's working. In multiplayer.
Just that good. Insert a word of choice.
Lucky.
Hey! You got Death Wish? We're almost down ahead. Cal made a beeline for the tractor.
Oh, I guess if you want to bail this crap, you can bail it. I don't care. Either way. I'm going to take just a little bit down that silo to see if I muff that up. I'll fix that up by next time you and Raz are on.
Alright, it took it. I don't know if it added more to the thing, but it vanished.
Well, I know that works. I just thought I'd let you impress your people that says Alfalfa. Well, it works on this map just as well.
So he's got rolling hills. Move the silo over here.
You can find me on
Look out the
Redneck
sheep.
Modding on Facebook.
I'm gonna go follow that page. Find it. Is that all one word, or is that hyphenated?
Well, I think you gotta go through Myrtle Beach Trailer Parks in the subcategory there to find.
Oh, so it's like a subgroup. Try that Jeep out.
No, not yet.
Thing has no brakes. Well, it has brakes. I guess it's authentic U.S. Army brakes because you have to stand on them before you want to slow down.
I'll take a look at it. The real Army Jeeps, they had brakes. They work rather well. I got to drive one original from the Korean War very briefly before they all turned to Humvee.
Zero service.
I didn't complain when the Humvee came out because that thing came with a heater. But the first sergeant, he diehard old school and decided he had to ride around that Jeep, and we had to go over that Sequoia Pass out in Washington State when it's snowing, no top. Oh my God, I thought I was going to have snot sickles everywhere.
The truck, it only unloads a little bit and then it stops.
Yeah, I noticed that. I got to look at it, but if you hammer on it enough, it will stay up. I did leave us enough money if you want to go buy something better.
No, we'll use it. good.
It's one of the things you get, and you wonder if the mod guy that converted it even tested. Anything I changed on was so the bumpers would be black or whatever instead of the color of the truck.
Yep.
Have you tried the Ford Pack at all?
Not in like actual farm work.
This is a two-wheel drive tractor. It actually acts like it. It's a pretty decent model.
Oh, were you over in Desert Storm, Corpnut? Corpnut says the Humvee he had to drive around had a tow missile system. Well, Raznik, you just need to join Darren's multiplayer server, and
That's cool.
you'll have it.
I had to drive the higher ups. I had to drive the Colonel, so I had the big high-tech radios, and it was all covered in antennas. So pretty much the enemy looked for that thing. That would be the first thing to get wiped up.
You have the target, man. Hey, Mark, what's up? Yeah, now technically, from what I understand with those in the know, Ford Pack's interior isn't period accurate. Interior is more modern than those models realistically have.
Probably, but for this game, looks pretty nice. Not too shabby.
Yeah, that's hey, it's farm sim. It's not realistic.
It's like underwear. I'll ride around this Ford for a while, and then somebody will come out with a Farmall, and I'll try it.
Oh, okay. All right, Deed Man. Pick you later. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, Raz, I think you might have to change the plates out. Got Pennsylvania plates. Well, like 6 or 7 other Emerald Coast servers were up in this one.
Yeah, I want to catch that one that's running on your server, see how they're doing.
Jacer, you got to know that that was the last thing on my mind. Parking it over there was realism. What maps everybody playing? Everybody over on Oakfield now? All right, Raz, check you later. I have plenty of time to hang out next week and a half. Well, Old Streams isn't British. I think Old Streams is technically French. Mark, I hope you didn't get in trouble with the mother. Seven hours on Mother's Day playing on Emerald Coast. That can get you in trouble. In the U.S. in the United States, it's Mother's Day in May, and then Father's Day in June. I don't know about Canada or anything like that. I just know U.S. schedule for those holidays. David, your yesterday is my today. Yeah. Oh, September. There was sometime around the middle of when Father's Day is. Around this time next month. Yeah, see, this time next month. Right. Thanks, Broderick. We'll have to see when we empty if there's on the post those fill indicators drop. You know, the numbers change. Curious if the fill indicators there, the black bars, they go down. We'll unload when we get around this time. Pull up the map. Way we can just get a little coordinates going on. It's 9:48 p.m. Sunday. Those of us on the East Coast, U.S. They are indeed custom soybean textures. Yes. Also custom corn. I guess most of the crops, if not all the crops, are custom. That's the in-game coloring there.
Well, yeah, if you get bored and want to change the scenery, I have like a crap load of them bio bales sitting over there to be dumped into the.
All right, we'll take it. Let's see, do these? Oh, those bars do go down. Pretty cool. Center bar drops.
Or we could say it for Razzie. He's the Mikey, he'll do anything.
Oh, and then we got a bar. Oh, look. Top shows the pipe out or in. Sweet. Mark or David, I don't really know. This is Darren's multiplayer server, so I don't know where this came from. Saying earlier he wasn't sure, he didn't remember. Let's see if there's something in the shop maybe that gives it away. Oh, there you go. JHH modding. There you go. Like it's this one. A bunch of bio bales up here. Oh, there they are. It is a lot. Where do we have a telehandler? There we go. Dang. What did she? Yeah, Ricky, the map is like 3 times too big, or twice over 2 times too big. You know, I was doing a little conjecture that that if the file size limit didn't exist, okay, and this could go into console at the file size that it's at, probably would have, with the slot count and everything, you'd probably have like 10 slots left. I saw Silly P's video on Oakfield, I think, and it was like you start out with maybe like 300 or 400 slots available. You know, compared to another map where you might have double that. I've not seen Rogue River, no. Broderick, the base map, Emerald Coast. Emerald Coast is available for download over at PCSG. Now, this exact map that we're playing tonight isn't. It's a custom edit, but the base map is indeed out over at PCSG. Whoa, what happened there? Tricky. Yours or not? There, it's smooth.
Well, let me know if it continues, because I was making some bales. Although I don't know why it's making round bales when I'm making square bales.
It's fine now.
Oh, never mind. That's you. You're the one making bio.
Selling them.
I'm going to continue. If it's laggy, I'll stop doing this and do something.
It's definitely laggy. Not super bad. Like right now, I'm holding steady at 60 frames.
Yeah, well, I shut it off. I can do that when you're not the one.
Start it up, it might drop to like 20s.
Ooh, that ain't good.
Then start it up. We'll see how.
Alright, I turned it on. I'm getting ready to move.
Drop down to 20s. You have 30, 40s, 30s, 20s, teens, 60.
It's funny, it's only when I'm moving. I mean, it's on, but I'm not moving it.
Oh, single digits.
Alright, well, you tab over, take it a cruise real quick, and then we'll shut it off. Yeah, I'm solid up in the 50s and 60s.
That unlocked the frames, and I'm up in the low hundreds. I drive, and it's bouncing between 40s and. I'll get back to 30, just the act of trying to bail.
I don't know what the problem is. Alright, well, we'll leave that for after the stream.
Lewis stack Baler. Yeah, Bill, we were trying to bail
Alright,
Alfalfa.
that's the one. It's okay. See, it's starting to puke on itself because it doesn't know what to do.
Alien Jim, what's up? You're lucky. I got another hour.
Alright, it should be fine if we don't mess with it. I'll take care of the bales now.
Yeah, now must be. Whoa. Oh. Ah, watch out. Just good timing on your behalf. Must be super early, though. How are things going? That creative mind of yours. We're doing pretty good over here. Whoa! Trying to do a little server cleanup. The lift platform. What's the lift platform for the telehandler? Saw a placeable ramp. I don't know what lift platform would be. Oh, wait. I think I did. You're talking about like a basket. People basket. I saw a people basket earlier today. Didn't download it. Hey, Porchy, what's up? I didn't see much use for it other than, you know, it's something to have. Something somebody wanted to make. That's how so many mods start out. Somebody wants something, go out and make it. They're kind enough to release it to the world. You never know, there might be a use for it at some point. Are you kidding? Concerned buyer? Not too many. Talking about. You had like 50 some mods get released last week. Released or updated. Including Alien Gems Mercury Farms got an update. I think. Hey, Doughboy, what's up? Website. They're all released on the website. Which website are you talking about? Oh, the placeable building pack, indeed. Seasons. The game changer of all game changers. I hope you did had a good Mother's Day celebration today. But yes, 4:30 does indeed come early. You don't see. You're not seeing those mods on the website. That's what? Are you clicking on the latest tab? Have it on FS19 and not FS17 or something? Do you not have? Well, I guess if you're hauling, you're heavy hauling for construction, then yeah, I guess. I guess if it rains, then they're probably not needing you to haul anything. Yeah, I'm really excited as to what folks are going to come up with as far as the mod contest. And it sounds like the folks over at LS Mod Company that are working on the global company stuff plan to release it for the mod contest. That will also be a big game changer. We've been eagerly awaiting that, figuring that's what we would need for production buildings. Then Farmer, I keep wanting to say Farmer Schnabel, but it's not. Farmer Newbie or something came out with that fill type mover script that has basically allowed all kinds of basic production going on. Oh, okay. New milk trailer. New milk trailer. Oh, just pretend. Let's just pretend. I'll sell all these bales, but then that means that Raz has to do that cotton harvest on that big field over here.
All right. We'll see that he does.
Sounds fair.
Keep him out of trouble. He won't be mowing and making a mess out of the horse field. Yeah.
French shelter. Drawing a blank. It's okay. I've looked at so many mods. Oh my gosh. Took me probably, I would say, close to 9 hours to put this weekend's weekend roundup together. Yeah, I was a little curious about the milk tank because, oh wait, that's the man truck. I was a little curious about the milk tank because this week I've got, let's see here, Tuesday and Wednesday, I think. Or is
Well,
it?
unfortunately, right now, the only thing that likes alfalfa is the sheep and the cows. And we don't have sheep, so the sell point only takes dry alfalfa. So I'm stuck with a whole crap load of
Edit? How do you get dry alfalfa?
telling it, but I'm not going to all that troubles. We're going to leave it there. I'll fix the silos correctly, and then we're just going to put the stuff back in there. Because I had that working until, I forgot to put it on the server. And then it saved the game without
Don't have any accidents.
without it being there.
Well, Will, they probably only get mods from FSUK. So yeah, they would be having no mods because then next to nothing released over there. Yeah, seems like the last 3 or 4 weeks there's been a good 30 to 50 mods released each week. I mean, I'm kind of secretly hoping that they get caught up with submissions to the point where we maybe only have like 20 mods released a week. And of course, everything that's being released now is not eligible for the mod contest. So, what kind of mods are people working on that they're just holding back because of their plan to submit for the mod contest? They are indeed missing bugs. I pointed out a rather significant bug, I think, in Oakfield. Well, Doughboy, I'd enjoy you getting back in the game too. We were having a little reminisce about UMRV days. Had Rockhound in here helping us out one day, or a couple days on the other multiplayer server. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anyone else experience that bug with the service truck too? I mean, I thought it was odd. I would think for sure that it would be, you know, that would have been tested. All right, so one thing you could do, Braden, in your Farm Sim 19 folder, you should see a folder called Courseplay Courses. In that folder, there should be a folder for the map you're playing. And in that folder, there should be all of the saved courses that you have saved. You could delete, at a minimum, the one course that you're having issues with. Or if you don't have, you're not too worried about it, just delete all of the courses in that folder, and then go into Courseplay and make a new one. I've seen in certain instances where a new version of Courseplay is just completely incompatible with existing saved courses from a previous version. Yeah, Broderick, what I found was I typically will boot the map up in farm manager mode and just see, you know, are the buildings in place? You still have equipment? You know, I just verify that you don't own any land, things like that. And when I put Oakfield in farm manager mode, I noticed some icons were missing on the main farm. Completely missed that there's no silo. Yeah. The animal triggers for the cows and the sheep are missing. The manure and the silage bunkers and the slurry pits missing. And the silo's missing. Seems kind of odd. Hey, Canadian Gamer, what's up? Yeah, well, the hole is the hole's where the slurry pit would go. Thanks for the sub, Canadian Gamer. Yeah, you're getting stuck on the cow pens. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, now that was in 17 also. And do you have use the disable camera collision mod? Because without that mod, you probably would get stopped at the map boundary collision. You wouldn't be able to move the camera any further. But with disable camera collision, you can obviously go outside of that map boundary and then, you know, look out underneath it. But yeah, when you're right up against the edge, you can really tell that the distance seems to be a lower level. Oh, now on Place Anywhere, there's typically a in your F1 menu there will be some options like activate certain things. So have F1 up when you are trying to place something down, and check in there because you might have to enable something. Oh, well, thanks, Canadian Gamer. Oh, Scott, that's normal with dynamic objects. I guess it's dynamic objects. Things that you can pick up and move won't stay where you put them. They'll go back to wherever they were placed. Oh, that probably caused some grief. I'll tell you a funny story. In 17, I was playing Churn Farm, another one of Will's maps, and he had parked vehicles that would appear and disappear depending on the time of day. And I parked a tractor over at the BGA because I was leveling a bunker. I parked a tractor beside the weight house, you know, where the scales were. And nighttime came. I think I had the guy running a Courseplay course or something. Nighttime came, and I got this message that the tractor was slipping. I went over to investigate, and a car spawned directly underneath the tractor. All four wheels were up in the air. It was you know, high centered on the parked car. That was quite a sight. But the tractor would be right there waiting. Then And then the car spawned in. Surprised it didn't send the tractor flying across the map. Block in on 180 and just square this corner off. That fancy sprayer.
Yeah, would you like to take it on field 15 for something to do?
We can do that.
So I'm going to take care of the harvester for a little bit. Grain fields that need it.
Outliner. What's the outliner
I
trailer?
got left that super fast running. It sounds like Fred Flintstone running to the bathroom.
15. Let's see. Now you're gonna ask. Let's see. Tell me.
And you're more welcome to go over there
Not
to the
even here.
shop and drop that thing off
Where is
and
it?
pull it up and put GPS on it if you want. I
Where is
guess
it?
the one few things I forgot.
Oh, is it? Is it? This sprayer. Where is it? Where is it at? Even the store.
Oh, it's under Buster Community
Oh yeah.
Tools.
Oh yeah. Right. I was looking for it because I knew within 10 seconds somebody was going to be asking where it came from.
You gotta join our Facebook group to get your hands.
Hey, Farmer Fred, what's up? Let's see. See how wide this spreads.
It's pretty solid, other than the booms don't have any collisions on them when you put the sprayer part on.
My gosh, it's fast. 1 mile an hour. All right,
Well,
let's
then
see
it'll
here.
be perfect for Welker's farm.
There we go. Back lined up. Slow this thing down. Let's go 12 mile an hour. There we go. That feels a little better. The big brute. No, I haven't had any issues genetic. Of course, I don't use the quote advanced functions. I don't do save courses or offsetting or anything. I just set the width, set my A and B points, and just go. The only thing that needs fertilized. Known. Farmer Fred, I don't have favorite brands. Use different stuff on different maps. Just as a, just to do it. Just to be different. I think if I used the same general stuff on every map, I would get so bored of it. It would probably be more of a burnout. Lawn mower work good.
Yeah, I like it. At the no errors, it works pretty good. It did all right with the hard. Courseplay has no idea what to do with those, but I think that's because those backfields just flop around.
Yeah, that's probably the same. You own any grass fields?
No, yeah, you can buy one if you want. I mean, you can buy one, we'll cut it, we'll take what we need, and then we can sell it back.
Alright, I got the one up here by the water tower. Well, Will, I mean, if you would get your gaming system online, you could, sure, you would be real quick to be able to get access to this, to the multiplayer server here. We would just absolutely love to play with the map author. Thanks for the sub, Matthew. I'd say I don't have any issue using them all. Yeah. Now, just as a result of John Deere being so overhyped, in my opinion. I decided before 19 came out that I probably would not be buying.
On FYI
Um,
for your viewers, the Will's grain silos up here at the main farm now, that was all done in game.
you're
Yep, moving them and coloring the ground. Get rid of the poplar stubble with the in-game Turing tool or texture.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, after a while, I was getting way
yeah.
too
We're
many
on PC.
poplar bales. But I did find out that the auto load trailer we have there on the truck picks them up too.
Round bills. I used to live on a farm. Farmer Fred grew up on a farm. We didn't have any animals. We just did hay and crops. Here comes the train. You can see we found some of the unmowable grass. This is a private edit of Emerald Coast. Although we do have a public community server over in my Discord of the public, the public Emerald Coast. You would, if you're in the Discord, you'd be more than welcome to play on the community server. I was saying I grew up on a farm. We did hay and cash crops like corn, soybeans, wheat. Did alfalfa, timothy, various other types of
These fields are
hay.
way bigger than they appear to be.
I know that's soybean field. It won't take too long. An hour later, you would maybe put a little dent in it. See people make a comment. Well, I only play 4x maps. 2x maps are small. Like, well, you should give this map a try because it plays like a 4x. Fields are kind of densely put together. There we go. Now let's jump
Yeah,
in.
there's no reason you can't use the create a field tool and make them bigger.
Back then, we used just little round, little square bales, not little round. We had little square bales. Everything you had to move by hand. I get you, genetic. Find those smaller maps to be rather enjoyable, as long as they're done well. Baby round bales? Never seen those. We basically had a square baler that was like that mod that's out now with the bale kicker on the back. We kick it into a trailer wagon, and then as I was in the later years of high school and college, what I would do is my go-to job, assuming that we had enough folks up in the barn, was to drive a International Harvester 460. That was had the tricycle wheels in the front, had the narrows. Basically, I would just shuttle empties and fulls back between the farmyard and the baler. A whole bunch of jumping off the tractor, unhooking the wagon. Because, of course, we didn't have any type of those auto hitches that I see YouTube farmers use nowadays. Then have to jump on the tractor, move it out of the way, unhook the baler, hook him up to an empty, then jump in the tractor, back up to the full wagon, hop off, put the pin in, jump back on the tractor, drive down the farmyard, repeat. An endless repeat. Get pretty good at judging where the hitch pin and the tractor, the wagon tongue will line up, but sometimes you're off. Sometimes it's a lot easier to push the tractor forward or back in neutral than to jump up and try to move it 3 inches. Yeah, the kicker was interesting. It had it was run by pneumatics. There was a pneumatic motor that rotated the belts, and there was a top belt and a bottom belt. Then there was a piston that would allow you to shift it left and right. Train. And you'd have to basically keep looking back at the baler and keep shifting the kicker around. You'd see it start to grab a bale because you'd start to see little bits of hay fly out, and then all of a sudden it would just shoot a bale out and fly it up into the air and land back in the wagon. Or miss completely. And then you're like, okay, great. After a day of baling, you get to go around with the pickup. Pick up who knows how many bales that were missed. Also admit that it caused a big mess when there was a problem with the knotter. When you try to fling a bale that's only got one string on it. It's not good. Hey, DB, what's up? All right, I think this will be the last round, and then we'll start going up and downs. Disappointment, you mean... Are you meaning Game of Thrones? I think we're going to watch that. I think we're going to start watching that at work here maybe this week. Maybe next week. Whoa! There we go. Of course. Of course we've had snake bales. Those are fun. Especially when you're on the wagon unloading. Or if you're up in the barn trying to pull them off the elevator. Usually if you're up in the barn, right at the the entrance, the barn door, we have an elevator or a conveyor, whatever you want to call it. Guy down on the ground would have put the bale off the wagon, and you know he knows about it because he's looking at you, waiting to see your reaction. Because you never tell the guy up in the barn about it. So you reach around because, you're in a groove. You don't really pay attention. You know where the bale's going to be. You know where the strings are at. You don't look. You reach around and you grab a squishy string. A piece of bale twine is not supposed to be squishy. You turn around and you take a look and you see what you just grabbed a hold of. Then you see the guy on the ground laughing his ass off at you. Had all kinds. Hey, that mirror is just about useless. Mirror over there is useless too. So on Friday we'll have a mod review where we have a truck with adjustable mirrors. Those in the Discord will be able to see it already. Lost them in the trash can. Usually the snake was cut up pretty good. They usually didn't fare too well in the bale chamber. Of course, in the bale chamber, there's a knife that comes across to cut the hay, and then of course there's a plunger. And I don't know if it was a gimmick or what, but later in the years we got a spike that we put on the plunger that put a hole in the bale middle. Supposedly it was, to help with drying. That you bale hay that was a little more damp. So if it didn't get cut into little bits, well, not little bits, but chunks by the knife that comes across to cut the hay into manageable length, then it might get speared by the spear. Usually its head was packed in there real nice and tight in the bale itself that it couldn't really do much. Today I was using that Fortune mower. I was enjoying that. Used it to mow, then I used a little front tedder attachment, then I used the front windrower attachment. Maryland, where I grew up, we usually just saw black snakes, garter snakes, nothing, usually nothing too terrible dangerous. Yeah, Australia's crazy with snakes. Mower's not too bad.
No, I thought it was pretty good for what it is. It's hard to find anything decent American that works.
Yeah, I was telling the stream I was enjoying that that Fortune or whatever it is mower, the E303 or whatever. It's in the mod hub.
Right.
Yeah, that runs really nice. Of course, it's not American though. Could probably use it as a basis or something. Yeah, the dirt, especially on the mower deck's a bit low res. I don't know about all the dirt on top of the cab like that. No.
Alright, folks, this was unusual. I will have it fixed next time. I had two choices. I picked the wrong one, apparently. And I will fix a few issues I did when I uploaded the map. So next time we'll be all hunky-dory alfalfa. Catch you later.
Any good map recommendations? I don't know. I haven't done a video yet, but I was looking at what is it? Hold on, let me look. Thanks for the sub, Corvette Daily. Look real quick. I was looking at Valley Crest Farm. The Valley Crest Farm was an edit of Goldcrest Valley in 17. It had production in it. It was a 4X. There is now a Valley Crest Farm for 19. Doesn't have production. But it is 4X. It's over at modhoster.com. I think I'm going to wait for a possible revision to the map before doing a video on it. Some of the comments seem to indicate that there may be some minor issues with the map. So I was going to give the guy a chance to update it. Not like there's enough maps out there right now anyway that waiting a week or two won't have too much of an effect. Can't believe you'd be looking for a map already. Emerald Coast just took your fancy last week. Bump this to 5X.
Yes. Up here we were about done.
Yeah. Good evening, Kurt. What's up? Farmer Palmer, what's up? How you guys doing? We are just about ready to close out for the night, though. Mercury Farms. I don't know if Alien Jim's still around or not. It's not a weekend unless you get banned from something on Facebook, right? Well, Cliff,
Put the,
not really sure.
that placeable
Sure, it's
BGA
public.
bunker in the downloads. I guess I'll have to do that again. I figured near the end of the stream, prove it didn't blow up, or if it did, at least it was near the end, we could have placed
We're on Darren's multiplayer server, so he put the mods up here. I don't know where it came from. I think I'm gonna finish mowing this field and then good. It's done.
You can leave it. I'll finish it up tomorrow. I'm gonna do a couple bales just to sit here to see if it blows up one yet. If not, then I'll have the silo straightened out so the rest of it can just be picked up and stuck in the silo.
All right.
I have it set that we'll wear off the fingers in the pull.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, with that, we're gonna wrap up. I don't know what we're gonna be doing tomorrow night. Might be doing some ATS. Might be doing a little farm sim. Might be doing something else. Not sure. See. So until next time, happy farming.